Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Grain Gauntlet here on this holiday week. A little bit of a slower week, probably. This will come out on Tuesday, 2 days before Thanksgiving. A lot of emphasis on the corn market, corn prices, decisions being made there. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm sure people are freaked out because we dropped 23 cents in the last 6 days.
There is a question on that. So, yep, let's get started.
Okay.
All right. So, the first question is, are you surprised by this move lower with corn?
Not only am I not surprised, we predicted it. I've been talking about it for the last month and a half in my scientific view on these filmings. It's normal for December when it comes off the board for December or for March when it takes over as front month to come down to the trading range of where December had been trading. That's normal. It's a humongous seasonal trend. It's short term, it's 2 or 3 weeks, but it's normal for March to come down. Why is that? I have no idea, except that bulls maybe take a couple of weeks off over Thanksgiving before they come back into the market. But it's normal to see exactly what we have seen. We've been prepared for that with earlier sales and with the position we have on, which protects the downside and leaves the top side open. So we're good.
Yep, you definitely did mention this multiple times. And then thinking back to last year, I think one of the things we kept seeing, and it happened all throughout December, it will be any little rally was met with a little bit of farmer selling, kept the rallies, and then we finally kind of bottomed out, or it stopped going down around late December last year. Yeah, it's when the indoors got locked and we started to actually move higher slowly than the USD in January. So we could see a very similar pattern.
Oh yeah, for sure. We had, we had the initial sales that have to be made because you have no space for them.
Yeah.
And then we got the ones where I need some cash flow. That comes in late November, early December. And once we get to the second half of December, bin doors stay locked for a long time. Usually till the March contract comes due at the end of February. That's why we typically see a seasonal rally at that point. We expect that to happen.
Okay. All right. Next question says, I have to move some corn before March. Would you sell now?
No, I would look at doing a basis only contract. And if you can wait to the end of December to do a basis only contract, that would be great, because normally over the holidays, basis tightens up because nobody moves anything. You can beat that trend by moving some stuff. If you do a basis only contract, the elevator will take possession of the grain more than likely, although you can dictate when you're going to deliver. And when they take delivery, you get 80% of that money, or 70%, depending on the elevator. And then you have to the end of February to lock in the futures. Since we're expecting a rally in the futures market, I would want to leave the future side open. So you need cash flow, you need to move some stuff, clean out the bins. Basis contract, if you wait to the end of December, that would be best.
Okay, Rabu. Next question. What have you heard about how things are going in South America? Is this going to be a La Nina year?
It is a La Nina year. That's the weather pattern. So will be weather affected by La Nina? It is right now. I'm seeing more dry than normal. The pattern isn't terrible. And it's early, it's November, so it's really early. But I think we're going to have enough weather issues to put risk in. That's all we need. We don't need weather issues. We need concern weather issues. And I think we get that.
Yeah, if everything I keep seeing, we end the week with them talking about it, forecast over the weekend. Brazil's the driest right now. And then come back in this morning and they say the rain over the weekend disappointed. So it's not quite advanced to the point of panic or building any premium into the market, but it hasn't quite turned around just yet for them. Good. All right. Does this pullback with soybeans give me a second chance on a buyback, or are you worried like everyone else that China isn't buying enough?
I'm not worried about a short-term buyback at this time of the year. We expect it. Okay. No, I think we're very tight in any stocks, 290 million. I think we go to $12. I'm not selling until we get to $12. And I think we could spike past that with any kind of weather in South America. So the probability of higher prices after this move lower about 50 cents is much stronger than it was even 2 weeks ago. So I expect us to move higher. I would keep the bin door slammed shut. And if you need to do a buyback because you made sales and you failed to capture a first goal that we captured, now's a good time to call your advisor.
Yeah, this pullback gave people second chances. They didn't do it on the first one.
Yep.
Okay. All right, final questions from a prospect. Question is, how do you go about adding anything in the hedge account with the corn market as sideways as it is?
Sell premium, sell premium, sell premium. You know, the thing about options, you can buy an option, you can buy a put, and if the market doesn't move down, you lose the put value. But if you sold that put and the market did move down, move sideways, you collect that value. We do combination trades, buying and selling options. We like to collect time value because it hedges the hedge and allows us to have less risk than just buying a call, for example. Buy a call, that's all you do. The market doesn't move, you lose that value. It's a set amount, but you lose it. If you could buy a call, you get a short-term move, or better yet, buy 2 puts against 1 sold put. Market moves down, you can sell a second put to eliminate the risk of one of those 2 puts totally. There's all kinds of things you can do with time premium. Sell premium.
So there definitely are things you can do. Maybe it's not the types of things that people are quite familiar with, but that's why they can call us, right?
This isn't grammar school option trading. This is graduate level option trading. I've been doing this for a long time. We've been doing this for a long time. But yeah, there's ways to make money with fixed risk positions and sideways pattern. The best thing to do is sell premium.
Okay, good. All right, well, that's all for this week. Thanks again for the questions. If you have a question, you can always email it to us at adminstaff@hedge-plus.com. Aside from that, I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving and enjoy the time with your family.
Yeah, I'll be drawing my beard too, but this would be all great. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you.